Hey guys, and welcome back to episode 2 of the Calvin Ransom Show. Today we will be doing an unboxing and a short review of the EcoloxTech Eco1 Hypochlorous acid generator. It is a device to create hypochlorous acid in your home for as little as cents per liter. Hypochlorous acid is a sanitizer and disinfectant useful throughout your home. Unlike alcohol-based hand sanitizers, it's not flammable, so you can leave it in your car for as long as you want, and it doesn't leave a residue on your hands like many alcohol-based hand sanitizers do. According to the Ecolox website, it's non-toxic and it's suitable even to sanitize foods, and I will put links to their website in the description below. So we ordered this a few weeks ago, and it took a couple weeks to ship it, and then another week of actual shipping to Canada. It cost us $220 US and $65 for that shipping. And because it was shipped to Canada from the United States, there was an additional $50 in taxes. And we had to pick it up at the post office to pay those taxes, which was a little bit inconvenient. Here's the packaging. As you can see, it did get handled a little bit roughly, and some parts of the box were a little bit sad, but you know, that's all right. So I'm going to open this up. Thank you. Now, where's the tape? Okay, here we go. Is that wrong? There we go. So inside, we have this guy, this box, and the user manual, which we will link to in the description below. And we have this other box. All right. So let's open this guy up first. So it looks like we have an adapter of some kind and another adapter here. Power Tech. So I don't know what wattage this runs on, but it must be something weird. And we have potassium carbonate here, and 2 cartridges, chlorine test kits, to make sure that what you're making is what you want to be making. That is a lot of plastic. So this here is the hypochlorous acid generator. So now we have to go through these instructions and figure out how this whole thing works. All right. Now we will be making a hand sanitizer solution. It also comes with some potassium carbonate, which you can use to create a degreasing solution, but we don't need that, so we aren't going to be using this today. But we do need the 1 gram spoon, which is used to measure our salt here. So I'll put this away for now. It comes with this cord, which will connect to the machine, and it has an adapter cord as well. So it says to start, to put in a full liter of water, but we're going to be using half a liter because our bottles are quite small. And they do have lines on here, but they probably don't show up. So there's a 1/2 liter line, a 1 liter line, and a 1.5 liter line on here. So I've put in our 1/2 liter of water, and it says here to put 1 gram of salt water per 1/2 liter of water. So I'll just put in 1 scoop, if I can. There we go. There we go. We don't need this anymore. And it says it suggests putting white vinegar in, but we don't need to. That it just helps balance the pH so it's closer to water. If you are dealing with very sensitive materials, and we plug this in, the light turns on, and we put it to power level 3. So you can change it like that. And this is power setting 3, and it's going to run for 8 minutes, and it's going to generate some sanitizing solution. So we'll just leave this here, and I'll come back when it's done. So now the lights have gone off, so I assume it's all done. It says here that you want to measure the concentration of it, particularly if you are a business, because if you're a business, you must have pH testers and chlorine testers so that to make sure you are providing proper safety for your employees. I'm going to open this. Oh, these are a bit tricky to open because they are. There we go. So let's see how. That's cool. So this is the chlorine tester, and this is the pH tester by the looks of it, and there is an extra set of chlorine testers as well. So I'll put those boxes to the side, and I'll open this guy up. Easy enough. So we'll compare it to this chart, and open this bad boy up. I guess I just tear a strip off. I'm not sure. Is it supposed to do that? It seems to have torn. So do I just tear some off then? Yeah. All right. That didn't go quite as planned. So dip it in. Ah. Cool. So I'll give that a second. So that was the pH that we started with. And it looks like it's around a pH of 5, so that is the ideal pH. So this does work pH-wise. I'll wrap this guy. I'll do that later. And there we go. I'm gonna test the chlorine now. And tear off a bit of this. And and dip this in, and right away it turns, I think, purple, which, if we compare, that's around 100 or 200 parts per million. So yes, it does work as advertised. So now all we have to do is just pour this in, and unplug it so I don't electrocute myself. Just pour this into your whatever receptacle of choice. We're using spray bottles. Oh. Well, that wasn't ideal. What? Keep going. Alright, so don't pour it with the lid on. Our testing paper is now dead, so that's great. Well, I'll just keep going with that. So, that sort of worked. And it does smell like a sanitizing solution. Why is my... Well, this isn't working, but that's my fault. But it does feel like a sanitizing solution. I can feel that it is slightly acidic on my hands, and it's doing its job. It does smell right. So the only bad thing that I have to say about this is that this thing comes off a little bit too easily when you're pouring stuff out. So it turns out, so I don't know if you can see that, but there's a perforated edge. When you're pouring it, that's still not quite enough to stop the lid from coming out. So if you are going to be pouring, make sure you use it from the edge that is fully cut out. So you don't end up like with a mistake I did with hydrochlorous acid all over your table. But one of the good things about hydrochlorous acid is because of the material, it won't wreck your tablecloth or any of your clothes. So that's good. Unless you have like some really delicate clothing. And also you have to be very careful to line this up because it's such a small opening. And you should probably keep one hand on there just so that doesn't happen again. I bet my dad really appreciates me doing that. And they also make the instructions out of a laminated material, so if you do that, then you don't wreck your product. Also, here's another Buffy, don't eat the acid. My cat's under the table right now, and while it is safe to put on your food, I would not suggest eating it, and I definitely would not suggest injecting it into your arm or any other part of your body because some person advised you to do that. Please don't do that. It's a bad idea. And I don't want to see anyone else getting hurt during these uncertain and occasionally stupid times. But yeah, that's all, folks, and I hope you liked that video, and please hit that like button and subscribe for more episodes of the Calvin Ransom Show. Thank you, everyone, and see you soon.